everyone, this is Greyshot17.
And Greyshot151 here.
And we're doing another review of a TV show, this time Jessica Jones Season 2. How does our noir detective do in the second round of her work?
She stumbles quite a bit, actually.
Yeah.
What I will say about the first season is I would probably give the first season to Jessica Jones like a 9.
Yeah, it was really good.
If there was someone I would say... There's so much good about the first season. The actor, both the
villain,
the
secondary cast.
Kristen Ritter as Jessica Jones nails the role so hard. Netflix can nail these heroes, to a degree that I'm shocked by. But yeah, no, it's the main problem I have is this just doesn't hold a candle to the first season.
Yeah,
in regards to its pacing. It makes you want to care. The first season was a noir and then a superhero story second.
Yeah.
This is a superhero story first and a noir second, and it really hurt the show. With the first half being so much weaker than the second. And even the second half didn't hold a candle to the weakest.
Some moments it got
some moments. Okay, yeah, some moments, yeah. It was okay back, but those moments were few and far between.
Yeah.
Last 3 reviews I have been the Debbie Downer.
Yeah.
I'm being quite honest. The actors are still good, like they do great performances, like and some of the mystery is good, but the plot isn't really anything I care about. And while it is more gray in regards to who the villain and yada yada yada, by the end of it, there's only one conclusion that you have to draw.
Yeah.
And the main lead should have come to this a long time ago.
Yeah.
And the person, and while everyone else comes to this conclusion, the fact that she doesn't and resents people is what really drove me to which made me to the end just be like, oh. I will say this: Jessica Jones in the Defenders is her moments in the Defenders
are better.
Were far superior. In fact, I would it's Jessica Jones.
Yep.
Like slight, tiny downgrade to Jessica Jones in the Defenders, and then it's like she fell and tripped and fell down a hill, and then she came down to here.
Well, I get you.
Not in her performance, in regards to and how her character is used, where she goes from the beginning to the end.
Yeah.
And how she interacts with people throughout.
Again, you can see there is. I mean, every single character here does go through a transition, and. Yep. Kristen Ritter is great as Jessica Jones, and she shows her issues, her flaws, and her strengths too. But that being said, yes, I would say she's very cold, even more so in the first few episodes of this. Similar to Unfortunate Events, the first few episodes are slow. Even more so than a series where this is 13 episodes, and I would say it doesn't really get going until the 5th or 6th episode.
Yeah,
it's because of a certain reveal. But that being said, what I did like about this, because I know
we both agree that the opening was also the worst way to get someone invested into a series.
Yes, where Jessica Jones, you literally had someone, literally a case.
Something happens, and you are invested the moment it happens because you want to know how.
Yeah. This, it's just what in God's name is going on? No, this is a joke. Okay, but moving on. The secondary cast in this show was also not as good as the first season.
First season had Luke Cage, and Luke Cage was amazing.
Yeah.
Second season has other people.
Okay, so Trish, her stepsister. Mm-hmm. I hated her. I hated Trish. She became more and more, not necessarily negative, but just unlikable. She became an
asshole. She basically just became an asshole. She's like, I must do good for the sake of being good.
But they're I need to do this, and it's basically for Jessica, but it's why are you doing this? Why are you so actively, Jessica's the one, and you could say, well, she's trying to improve Jessica. Well, she got that halfway through. She got to that point, but she kept pushing it, and she keeps going, and she even, there's a whole side plot with her, and also Malcolm. Malcolm, I liked more. There's a few points where I'm okay, he's being somewhat of a dick, but I liked his overall development to be okay, Jessica, if you don't want me around, that's fine, and you slowly see him become more of his independent character.
Yeah.
Was it Jerry, the lawyer, is also in this?
And
she has a side plot that's completely separate, about, I would say, 80% of it. There's some connection, but you could, and it's not her whole plot isn't interesting. It is. It's actually really, really interesting. It just necessarily doesn't fit.
Yeah, in regards to the first season, they intermingled it way better in regards to why she was involved.
Yep.
In this one, she kind of feels like she has her own story that's being told. Like, it's like Netflix is Jerry. It's like, okay.
But out of every single character, she was I was involved with her the most next to Jessica.
She was pretty good.
I couldn't. Trish literally lost me. I'm like, she literally has like she has a way where she can literally have not a perfect life, but the best life she can possibly be, and actually fits with her character more so in the first season. But then for some reason she's like, no,
she turns her back on it, and
it's just like it doesn't make sense.
She also tries to go down her own. She's very much I
want to help other people, but I'm also a dick. That's how I felt.
She keeps saying she wants to do the right thing, but in the end, it's really just a character that is so selfish in regards to what she wants.
Yeah.
That she keeps telling herself it's
which is
best
weird because I don't remember that from the first season.
It's not in the first season.
Yeah. It's like, what happened?
There's one moment that I will say... No. There's one moment that happens.
Well, she's younger. I get it because she's like a pop star.
I'm gonna spoil the first season of Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
There's a moment she takes something, she gets really roided out.
Yeah.
And she protects Jessica.
But that's again, she has to go through the side effects.
At no point does she then say, "I need the thing again so I can help her more." It's like that. It feels like
that was forced.
It feels like a different character, or else she had some weird changes.
Yeah.
And maybe this is because what she took, or like the things that happened to her in this season, caused her to become a different character.
Yeah. I also want to say okay, so I'll be a little bit more generic. The villain. So the villain or villains, again, I'm being very vague. They're not villains. I will say that. They are absolutely 100% not villains. But that being said, they are the antagonist of this series.
Still not a good antagonist.
That being said... You can see where they were trying to go with these. It just didn't necessarily work out. I do like Jessica's, like, again, having trouble dealing with this. But that being said, it wasn't as simple as, what's the Killmonger?
Yeah.
No, it's not
Kilgrave.
Kilgrave, thank you. It's
not... Kilgrave... You understood what he was doing. He's just a maniacal... He was basically like, I want everything, and I can get it. Like, he was a child. He basically... if I want an attractive woman, I can have her in a second. If I want money, I can ask for it, and someone will give it to me.
Yep.
In this regard for the villain, they tried to make her super... how do I say this? They tried to make you feel for the character.
Yes.
And they also tried to make her a super... like, this monster.
Yeah.
And you can't have it both ways.
Yeah.
Because the first half establishes this character as this imposing psycho...
Let me rephrase.
This creature in the dark.
Yes.
Which is like this ominous threat. This thing that is doing something and attracting Jessica's attention.
Yeah. That being said...
And then they explain it later, and the explanation makes no sense to the first half. It's like there should have been a different character doing what was happening.
Yeah. Okay.
Because, for instance... Can we go into slight spoilers?
Okay, we'll do a final... All right. So, final verdict on the season, what would you give it?
Again, the characters are solid. Plot isn't, though. And if I'm going to be quite honest, I would not recommend someone Jessica Jones Season 2. I'd probably give it a 5. It's average.
Wow, okay. That's a little lower than I would put it. Because it's not as bad as Iron Fist. It's not. No,
Iron Fist I would give like a 3.
Yeah.
Because there are a few positives and a lot of negatives.
This reminds me a lot of...
5 is just, it's for every good, there's a bad. For every great protagonist, there's a meh villain. For every Trish that has a complete character break, there's some character involvement in regards to the second.
Okay, I can see what you're saying.
Like,
it's average.
That's also why like tangent to my reviews in general. If you notice why I generally do it lower is because when I
except for Tomb Raider, you freaking love that film.
I didn't love it. I gave it a 5.
Yeah, and I wanted to give it a 3.
That means it's average.
I compromised with 4.
I gave it an average, and that's my note. If it's an average movie, it's a 5. Yeah. If it's below average, then it's a 4. If it's slightly above, it's a 6. And I really hold to that scale.
Yeah.
That's why I don't give everything like a 7 or an 8.
Except for A Quiet Place.
Yeah, I'd give that a 6. The positives are better, and it's strong 6, but the negatives draw it down
anyway.
Completely.
So the point...
It's not a movie I'd recommend.
I probably actually honestly agree, because even though it's like... I could say that the villain itself is... like, the main core villain, which... Alright, now we're in the spoilers. Spoilers, the main villain is Jessica's mom, which is also, she's stronger than Jessica, and she's a little bit deformed, but again, she cares for Jessica. But the thing about it, like, I got
They
with her,
start her
I liked
off-
her more than Copperhead or the Iron Fist villain. But that being said, I don't like her more than...
Really? Copperhead? Oh, wait, no, sorry. I'm thinking Diamondback.
Yeah, Diamondback... No, yeah. Or
No,
the second Luke Cage
That's
villain.
Diamondback.
Oh, Diamondback.
Diamondback was the second. Copperhead was the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
The second all the Iron Fist villains, and then the Luke Cage secondary villain. I think she's better. But that being said, she doesn't come close to David Tennant. She doesn't come close to.
No, that's why they bring David Tennant back for an episode.
Vincent.
Like, you just made this. This is the best episode in the whole series because he's in it. And his interaction with Jessica is what made the
fantastic.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh shit. They realize, like, we need to get David Tennant back in this to save this.
It's bad. Because the other problem I have with this is, again, they start this out. The first season was a girl dies. Or not dies. She kills her family.
Yep.
And Jessica's trying to prove her innocence.
Yep. This, you have the Wiz, which is like a cheaper version of Flash.
Who runs.
It's
so ridiculous. This? Also, there's a moment where they're like, this Jessica Jones is super strength. Like, her mom has super strength.
Yeah.
Which, okay, cool idea.
All right, so how do you kill her? Trish blows her head off. I'm like, all right.
Why didn't anyone do that beforehand? She's literally not bulletproof.
Yeah.
So she'd go through a dozen guards. Please,
She broke out of prison. Yeah, right. That's the thing I never got. You see her break her jail cell, but I guarantee she turns the corner and she gets KO'd.
Yeah.
There's no way she's breaking out of prison.
Or how about the fact that, like, she's maneuvering through the city and no one notices a girl drop... Like, the Wiz dies by a whole bunch of shit dropping on him. No one noticed the chick drop all this shit, like, directly onto him. Like, she would have been above everything. So people would have seen a woman drop down, smash, jump away. No one notices this? Like, or the fact that in regards to Samson, he had guns for days. This is the guy that was built.
I'm thinking this thing is like armor plated or super
this thing
fast
armor
or can
plated.
do something that's like you can't directly fight. No, just super strong.
Yeah.
Not even super tough, just super strong. It's like, really?
Breaks the neck, yeah.
The scientist I got because he was intriguing.
No, the scientist was better.
I liked him because he's not a terrible person. He cares for his patients. He's just trying to do the right thing. And I like that because it's not the maniacal villain like, oh, yes,
No, he's just trying to do the right thing, and one of his creations is going nuts.
Yeah.
It should have been Jessica's mom has gone nuts, and there's nothing left of her, and Jessica has to kill her mom.
Yeah.
Much better of a plot.
No, Trish does it.
Well, Trish doing it was okay. I actually rooted for Trish in regards to killing her because I was like, just kill her already.
No, I was like, end it. That was how I felt because they had a sequence where they're like rescuing people. I'm like, no, stop. I know what you're trying to do.
You're trying to build her like, God, please don't kill her. Please, she's murdered how many people?
Yeah.
Just kill her. Like, I understand it's like, oh, we shouldn't kill her. We should try to find a way.
No, take
Lock
the
her
shot.
on the raft. Like, seriously, she's long gone. I understand. It's your mother. Whatever.
Yeah.
But she's murdered so many people. And you even had the whole... Episode 10 was Jessica realizing she's not a murderer.
Yeah.
So, why does she not realize about her mother?
Yeah.
Like, it should have been... She kills her mother in episode, like, 10 or 11. Yeah. And then... It was the aftermath is what 12 should have been.
But no, it's like you get 10 minutes of aftermath. It's not that much.
And yeah, it just goes on way too long.
Jerry's whole thing about like getting freaking payback after people scammed her. I'm like,
awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, that was engaging.
That was really good.
Again,
Malcolm slowly becoming a private detective. Or like a private
basically every sidekick breaks away from the hero and goes.
Trish wanting to get powers to be like Jessica. I'm like, all right, this is being.
It's jealousy, self-centeredness, all for a quote-unquote drive for the greater good.
Yeah,
and they try to make her seem that way, but it's clear as day what the actual case is.
It's a weird turn for a character. It's like we need to get her to this point
in season 1. She was such a good 8, and they just ruined the character.
Yeah, they made her very destructive in this, and it didn't work.
Yeah, but yeah, overall. Gave it a 5 out of 10. It's a series that has ups and downs. If you like the first season, watch it. It has some good moments. But otherwise, go watch Defenders. Honestly, Jessica's way better in that. And even though Defenders is
I think
the
we gave it a 7. I think
Defenders 6 or a 7.
Yeah. Because we gave the same thing with Luke Cage.
For all its faults, it's still better. I mean, even give Sigourney Weaver a better villain than or like
she had better moments.
What's the chick that Brit's brought back to life?
Oh, Elektra.
Oh,
Elektra's way better.
Elektra's so much better.
Yeah. Just in general, Elektra was great. But, again, this season, it feels like they had a destination. They didn't know how to get to it. And while they did have some good moments for side characters, Jessica, can be very good. And I did like her relationship with the what's the guy's name? The
Oh.
landlord.
Yeah.
I love that interaction with the kid. That was cool.
By the way, best parts.
Yeah.
David Tennant returning because.
Yep.
Here's the other thing about Jessica Jones. Jessica Jones, the first season, was something that it was trying to take down a monster.
Yeah.
But you never see that kind of relationship in regards to a hero and a villain. That is something that was not done before.
J.R. Ramirez as Oscar was great. That's who I'm thinking of. Oscar. Yeah.
This one, they just did the superhero route, and they need to go back to the noir part. It should be a mystery first and a superhero show second. And that's what this show wasn't.
Yeah.
The other thing, the last note, when they go back to the past, was by far one of the best parts because you see.
They do a flashback.
They do a flashback, and I was like, there we go. Yep. That's actually really good. Yep. I like that. That actually worked out really well.
But every one of those, you had an episode where it's just like Trish just acting out, and you're like, oh, stop.
Oh, Louise had a weasel. It's like, please just stop it. Just stop.
With great power comes great. With great power
swear
comes
to God,
great mental illness.
Great power comes great responsibility. I will.
Great power comes great mental illness. I'm like, oh God, please stop. Oh, it's hard. It hurts. Oh, but in any case, guys, that's Jessica Jones Season 2. I want to thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys like, subscribe.
And we'll see you next time when we review probably Rampage.
Yeah, or Lost in Space. Hello, everyone, and before I go, I want to give a special shout out to a few more Patreon supporters. Vorn, Leo, Joey, Delta, Ace, Nick, Tim, and Lobo. Thank you guys so much for your awesome support. You guys rock. It's been Greyshot17, and I'll see you next time.